bit different today. Thought I'd make some pop-ups. I'm going to do how to make 100 pop-ups or thereabouts out of one egg mix. Saves you loads of money, got enough hook baits for at least 12 months. See how I do it. This is stuff I'm going to be using. Polaris, just a mixing bowl to put your liquid in, one egg, and I'm going to steam my baits with this steamer over here. So I'll show you how you do it now. Cheers guys. Obviously you're going to crack an egg. There we go, put the egg in, and there we have it, one egg. Stick that in there, give it a bit of a whisk up. Are we recording? Yeah. Give it a bit of a whisk up. And first of all, you want to add your flavours. Now I'm going to be doing a special, this is a BAF one, a special hook bait. I'm not putting any sweeteners in, everything's already in my stuff. I'm going to put in about 8 to 10 mil. So we'll see how that goes. If I can get it out of here, that is. Nope. Just hang on. Like does it? So we want, I'll put 5 into there. That's 5 mil. I think I'm going to do these 10 mil, make them really, really powerful. And this is proper powerful stuff. Obviously it's a maple. Don't know if you can see it, probably I'm in the way now. So that's gone in there. Get it in there like that. And put this over here first, quickly. I'm doing it in the kitchen anyway, that's why I'm doing sweet stuff really, more than anything. Otherwise it would be a nightmare. Give that a mix up. So it's completely got all the flavour into it. It's good enough to eat already, or drink I should say. Right, now you've got to think about your colour now. Now this is very, very brown. So these are going to be very, very dark. But what you do is put your flavours in. Now I'm going to do a yellowy colour. But before you put your flavours in, your your colours, sprinkle a little tiny bit of the Polaris on the top so it doesn't go everywhere. You'll see what I mean in a minute. It just gives it a base for the colour to sit on. Put the top on that in a minute. Right, I'm going to go for yellow. So I'll just get me, we almost want a teaspoon, which should be there, but no. There we go. So, 1/4 teaspoon, heaped one. And sprinkle it on the top. Like so. I'll give it a little bit more because it wasn't a full little spoon. Okay, that's it. I'll give this a mix in, and it doesn't splash everywhere. Now all the colour, you can actually get the colour into the bait. What colour this will go, I don't know properly. I'm doing this for the video rather than anything else. It should make it a lot lighter than what it was. Now, I would say these are just cooked baits. It's already sweet as hell, so I don't need to put my sweetener in. And then we start just putting in the pop-up mix. So get it in. Give it a good mix, and we're going to try and mix it now to make a nice, basically a paste. So it's coming together, see, slowly. Now when I'm doing big loads of baits, like 5-10 kilo, I use a drill with a mixer into the drill. You know, put 20-30 eggs in at a time and do it like that, and just, it's done for you pretty much, and then you just start rolling real quick. But just for a few pop-ups, just to make a video really, because I've been quite slack on the old videos just as late. Haven't really been fishing at all. Had a few things going on, so I will be getting out soon. Cannot wait, to be honest. So once it gets to us, you can't really do it with the fork anymore. You use your hands and get dirty. So we'll give that a go now on the old hands. This is kind of like a mustardy colour. It's like a dull yellow, if you like. So it's starting to form now, almost getting into a paste already. It's not ready yet, it's still sticky. I'll give it a bit more. Not too much. Just enough. Squeeze it all in. You want it so it stops sticking to your hands, basically. I mean, what's it took me? 10 minutes top whack? Doesn't take long. That's all. Once you do them all the time, you just get used to it. Not that I've been doing these all the time. This is just a one-off, as I said. People think there's easier ways of doing it than this, obviously. Well, if you do it that way. This is the way I do it. And bang on, really, to be honest. Oh, if you had smell-o-vision now, man. Smells gorge. So I needed about a bit. It's getting there slowly. So you could probably use it like this now. I could probably roll a boilies straight away out of it. There you go, there's one straight away, but it's not right yet. I want them better than that. It's still slightly tacky. Usually I leave it as well, once it's all done like this, leave it for, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on which mix you've got. But on these pop-ups, I leave these for just so everything gets in it really nice. Remember, this is just a 1 egg mix. Most people are on hook baits these days anyway, so you know. And your pliers is from 8 to 11 quid to buy. Coloured, You don't have to use colour at all anyway, you know, I just put some in. If you want colours, you're talking anything between, I don't know, £3 and £6 depending on where you buy it from. That'll do you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of baits. Literally one egg costs you hardly anything. And your flavour of choice, you can use a sweetener. I don't need a sweetener in this one. You can use a flavour of choice. Just get any flavour you want, put it in. You can just use stuff like this. I mean, I'm going to put fenugreek in. This is literally from Sainsbury's, stuff like this. Gives it that little bit of kick, but you know, you can just try things, use them. Once you start getting bites on them, just use them. I mean, it's going to work out absolutely so much cheaper than buying them. I mean, how much are pop-ups these days? Anything, and they from £5 up to, you can pay up to £9 from. In fact, if you went for specials, there's certain companies that do specials. They're 11 to 15 quid now for specials with the old school flavours and stuff like that. And do they catch you any more fish? No. They're actually trying to save money themselves, so they put less stuff in them. Not that there's a lot in this, but this will catch you enough fish. A lot of it's bait placement anyway. So that feels a bit just about right now. It's still a bit tacky. You do have a little bit more, I think. So I'm going to put a little bit more in this. A little bit more Polaris into this to make it a little less sticky. It's not sticky to the touch, but it's still a little bit too much on the inside. If you see what I mean. It's not, it's still tacky. So what I'll do, I'll put a little bit more in this. Leave it for 15 minutes or 20 minutes just to make it so it's tidy and ready to roll, and then I'll put it in the roller and show you how it's going. I'll catch you in a minute, guys. I'm back. Right, I've let it rest for a good 20 minutes, half an hour, so we'll have a look at it now, see what it's like. Take it out of the bag. You're best off doing that. And just pull a piece off now. See what it's like. I've made it into like a sausage ready for the gun. So we'll roll one by hand just to have a look. If you can hear the noise in the background, that's my Doberman going mad at the back door. Oh yeah, they'll roll it perfect now. So, I don't know what size that is, but yeah, you can see now you got the consistency in it and it's bang on now. So we'll make a few now. I'll put it into the gun and see how it squirts out. Feels okay. And we'll roll a few 12 millers. This is the 12 mil table that I'm using, only just for the hookers. For the big lots of bait, I've got the big ones that are in my shed. You can just roll, I don't know how many's on that, 20 or 30 at every time you roll, and do 2 or 3 at once, lines. And this is my pop-up gun because it says it on it. I've cut my own ends. I'm going to invest in a air gun and do it all like that, but at this moment in time I don't need an air gun. And we'll go from there. So I'll get back to you in a second. So I'll give it a go, and seems to be rolling absolutely perfect. Different mixers have different sort of ends and stuff. You need to, as a rule, it's usually 2 mil difference, and what happens is the mix expands and you get different sizes, but they've rolled pretty nice, to be honest. They're not bad. I don't know what they look like on the camera, whether they're but I've made them sort of like a mustard yellow. They look quite nice, to be honest. The little 12 millers, absolutely great. They'll be on, well, these days everybody's using Ronnies and stuff like that. Well, I don't use Ronnies, I use 360s, to be honest. I don't like Ronnies. Every fish I seem to hook on a Ronnie seems to come off all the time. I don't know if it's just me or what. So we'll put it straight into the steamer there. And I'm making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 baits straight away, just off one. So just roll them straight into your. It's quite a slow process doing this, but who's in any rush? No one's in any rush. So we just roll them out like this. Quite easy to do pop-ups. Nothing hard about it once you get going on it. Just roll them out. I'll do 2 this time. You can just roll them out how you want, really. Roll them all out first so you've got all your, I don't know, they're doing 2, so do this. Can you see that? I think you can. Push down a couple of free rolls and they're done. And there you have it. I mean, straight away, I've got quite a few baits there already just by doing just a couple like that. So I put them straight in the steamer. I don't boil my baits, I steam all my baits. I just don't bother really. It's I think it washes out all the goodness in the water personally. But these are pop-ups, they're not feeding on these baits. Once they've got it in their mouth, it's game over really, as long as your rig's tidy. But these look pretty sweet, these will be, I think. So just keep rolling them out. Pushing your lines out. And then not hard at all really. You can do them on the side, don't know if you can see that. They shouldn't stick if you've got the mix right, so they shouldn't stick on any side at all. Not hard, doesn't take long. So that's pretty much all pushed out. There's some in the end there which I'll get in a minute. You probably have to do the last bits by yourself, you know, in your hand sort of thing. So I'll roll some more of these here now. I mean, it's the same. Where's the top? It's the same as rolling any bait really, any boilie. Oh, I just messed that up because I got it the wrong way around. Get the odd one on the end. That's just an end. You can put them back through in a moment. Push them straight into your wherever you put them. The key is take your time, no rush. Take the end ones off that are no good. Oops. Put them straight into your either your water. You don't have to do them like I do them, as I said. This is just how I do them. So much easier. Take the ones off that are no good. They don't have to be perfectly round either. If you didn't want them perfectly round, you can do them dumbbells, anything like that. Won't help about it the right way round. I've worked out on this one, that steaming. I don't know if you can see Tony there. Can you see Tony there? I'm not sure. There we go. I've worked out that on my steamer, on this particular steamer, 12 mils, takes me about 5 minutes to do the lot. To get them to a good hardness. Here's the odd one, I've dropped that one. We can just finish them off if you want them in your hands. Not bad. These are only going to be for me myself. If you were doing them for selling, then you want them a bit more perfect than what they are. Everybody wants perfect pop-ups, I suppose. But like I said, they're pretty perfect anyway. There's no, you know, no blemishes really. You get the ends of the actual rollers. Made that one a bit long. Once you get going, you can do 2 or 3 at once, but on these small tables it seems to be better if you just do one line at a time. These are just leftovers, what's left over here. So even that little tiny piece is made 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, just like that. absolutely easy as hell. No hard, not hard at all. You know, a little tiny piece like that, you think, oh, it's just an end piece. Put it on, measure it up to the actual rolling table. Give it a few 4 baits that'll make straight away. This is all out of 1 egg, remember. Make anything between 75 and 100 and 110 depending. These are 12 mils, I can't actually remember now how many they do. So yeah, I'll just finish off this end. So what you do then is just take what's left at the end, because it won't go through your gun. You'll have a little bit at the end left, like so. Take all that out, roll it into another ball and redo it. So I'll get back to you in a minute when I'm steaming. See you in a minute, guys. Put them all now into here. This is all into my steamer. There's a few 15 millers there and stuff like that, because I've done the rest by hand that are stuck, you know, the ones that get stuck in the end of the nozzle, you see. So I've just picked them out, done them by hand, and that's what they are now. So I'm going to put these on now for 5 minutes on steam. So there they are. So 5 minutes is the bottom one, and let them steam now. So while they're on, I'll tell you about that. So the steamer, that's a 3-tier steamer. There's only one on it, as you can see. That cost me 20 quid. Hardly anything really. You can do 3 tiers, but the top tier always has to come back down to the bottom again when you're doing baits. You can make a big box, get a wallpaper stripper, plug that into a box, take the end off it obviously, plug that into a box and use a paint stripper to make your own steamer. And it'll be about so big, you know, up here somewhere, and turn it on, do it like that, and then you can steam as many as you want. You can do, I don't know, 4 or 5 kilo and steam them all at once. Well, I'm just doing these Popups. As I said, it's all for the video, just a thingy. They'll take 5 minutes to do, they'll be done. Now put them then into an air drying basket, and I'll leave them overnight. Now the longer you leave Popups, the better that they are, because you probably noticed I haven't put any preservative in them or anything. But the drier they are, the better. And then when you put them into your pots, you can make what you put in them, like this. In this case, it's maple. You could put a little bit of maple, dribble them onto them just to replenish them, to give them that little bit extra if you wanted to. So yeah. So that's about it, really. I mean, it's pretty damn good. I've got probably around 100, definitely 100, around 75 baits there. Should make about 100 plus really, but I'd take it as about 75. I used a medium egg, it wasn't a big egg either. And it's pretty good really. And you can put anything inside your boilies to make them better, you know, all sorts of things really. These are just for, as I said, they're for the video, and but I will use them. I mean, a pop-up, as I say, they're not feeding on the pop-ups, they're feeding on the baits that you put out and then getting onto your pop-up, sucking it in, making a mistake, and if your rig is made properly, on the blowout they should hook themselves. So, well sure, I'll show you them what they're like in a bit. Cheers guys. 5 minutes has passed and they're all in. Oh, you can't see from there anyway, can you? So I'll bring you down. And there they are, all inside there now. Look quite nice, but I brushed these. See, they're quite hard now. They still need drying, but not as much as if you boiled them. So I don't know if you can see them, if they're thingy. They're still, you know, they still want drying out. And obviously the longer you dry them, the harder they become. I want them quite soft and stuff. Well, I say soft, I want them to stay on the hook obviously. This is how hard they go when you leave them for a week or so. There's some I did. And then if you take your time real mega, you can just make loads of different colours, put them all together, and you on the bank, that's all you need with you really. All 12 millers. And they all look sweet as hell. I say 1 egg mix makes you about 75 to 100. I'll bag all these up. Well, I say I'll bag them up. And just put them, take them with you in your little pots, just as you would buy them from the shop. Awesome. Well, I think I've bored people enough now. Thank you very much. This is only a quick glimpse into making some pop-ups. I say it doesn't cost you much. If you go to the shop, it does. If you get it all in the first place, you can make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of boilies. People might say, well, it costs you £6 to £10 for the fragrance, what, you know, whatever you buy, sort of stuff like that. And then the florist is another tenner, that's 20. But you think about how many pop-ups you buy over a season. Some people don't, but if you buy them over a season, why don't you just make them yourself? Plus you can have your own hook baits, nobody else is on them. Your own size, obviously you've got to buy your rollers, but if you look on eBay and that, they get them cheap. These rollers this size, these are about £7-8 these days. I've seen them on there myself. They have a handle on them that's over here. I think NGT, something like that. They're all the same. All you do is roll a ball. There's nothing, you know, nothing mega about any of them. Big Gardner roller balls will cost you obviously 30 to 35. Not sure what sort of price they are anymore, but you don't even need to buy them anymore. You can go and get the NGT ones again. I think they're called NGT, the ones that are out there now. They'll do you so many and they'll just make you baits all the time. If anybody has any questions and that, or doesn't want to put it on YouTube, I've got my email in my about section on my YouTube. And if you're new to my channel, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. It makes no odds to me, like. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Oh, and drop me a sub as well. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, and your hands do get quite dirty from it. And I've got yellow hands now. But I'll see you on the next video. Hopefully it'll be fishing. Hope this it's helped some people out anyway. I say it's just a look into it. If you do it a lot slower than what I've done, not doing it for to put it onto here, you could make them perfectly round. I mean, some of these they're all right, but I'm only using these. If people want to buy any, then obviously email me, or if you want me to make you some, whatever. But they're relatively round. They'll do with you a turn. I say little 12 millers like that, better than anything you can get. Anyway, cheers. Thank you very much, guys. I'm waffling on now. I'm going to get off, and I'll speak to you soon. Hopefully with a big fish in my hands. See you guys.